We have the AC drip mod kit. This is by a member, Vora65 on Tacoma World. It was 45 bucks shipped, and what he does is he CNCs a billet piece of aluminum that accepts the hose coming out of the firewall, and this fitting is made for this hose to relocate the drip away from the frame. There are other people that just use straight barbs that you can get from Home Depot that are cheaper and easier, of course. But it's a made in USA product. I like that it's specifically tailored for the fitting of the hose on the firewall and for this hose, just to make everything really clean and look like it's supposed to be there. Okay, so this little engine shield, there's 4 of them, one in the front and the back on each side. They're like 50 bucks each from Toyota. I am not paying that because it will just disintegrate like this. There's companies that make aftermarket replacements. But my plan is just to take it off at a later time, trace it out, and just cut it out of some more durable material. But for today, we're just going to remove it and then put it back on after the install is complete. It's going to be really hard for me to record this while I do it, so I'm just going to get the camera up close and show you exactly what we're talking about. You could see the water coming out of that hose, and it drips right onto the frame. You see that wet spot? That's what people are not thrilled about because, I mean, frame rust is notorious on Tacomas. Anytime you can get water away from it, especially in those states with salted roads, water and salt do not mix, especially on Toyota frames. I don't really have to worry about it too much out here in SoCal, but we're going to get this done anyways. So my method is going to be putting some of this Super Lube O-ring grease onto the fitting. I'm actually going to put the smaller hose onto here first, and then we'll put it on together onto the firewall hose. And last but not least is a couple of zip ties. I don't think these are like super important because it does have the barbed ends, but it's just going to be more peace of mind to make sure that it doesn't slip off. And this doesn't have to be a whole lot. We're just trying to get the hose over this barbed end. And you want to make sure you're using the right grease. If you use the wrong grease, it will break down and degrade the hoses. So something white lithium based, nothing petroleum based. Petroleum based will break it down. And you see like that, we got it over nice and easy. And hopefully that's going to be the same when we get it up in the frame. Hopefully I don't block your view. This is really, really tight, but I'm going to do my best. Maybe we could even do it one-handed since it's greased up. No, it wants to push into the dash a little bit. Okay, there we go. Well, you get the idea. You just grab the hose a little bit with your left hand, slide it on, and you could tug on it. It ain't gonna go nowhere, but we're gonna go ahead and put those zip ties on just in case. And last but not least, using a nice pair of flush cuts, we'll get that cleaned up. There you go. And what I want to do is rotate these just a little bit so we don't see them. There you go. That is the drip mod installed. Now we need to route the hose. Now we've got this hose just hanging down. It goes all the way back up to that hose that we just connected with the zip ties. And this is where you're going to make the choice of where you want to route the hose. I'm going to actually tuck it back up into the frame and have it come down around here. These are the Marlin Crawler lower cam tab gussets, so I think that hole might be where I'm going to choose. But let me figure it out, and then I will flash forward to how I ended up doing it. Okay, so that hole ended up working out perfectly for me. I know not everyone's going to have the same setup as far as the braces and the skids. I was actually thinking I'm going to cut it right about here, just below the skid. I'll do that now. There we go. So even if I do hit some rocks, it's got protection right there, and it's not dripping onto any of the metal bits. It'll go straight down towards the ground. But like I was saying, not everyone's gonna have this setup. You can still drain it out of this pocket. I've seen a lot of people do it. And it goes right up through there. So you can see that's the factory hole, and you can just let it hang out through there and trim it accordingly. He does give you plenty of hose to figure out how you want to route it. And if we swing back up, you can see that is the AC drip mod complete. All right, let's fire up the truck and see how the water drips onto the floor now. So before it was dripping onto the frame, and now we got that drip right onto the floor, not touching anything metal, and it's protected by the skids. All right, well, that mod is done. It was quick and easy. I'm gonna get the truck parked. It is 98 degrees outside today, and I'm going inside.